From the slowest downloads to the smoothest streams of cyberspace, welcome to the Kidawa Show. And here's your host, Arthur Kidawa.
Welcome to the Kidawa Show. Today we got a wonderful guest out of Japan. And if you ask me what color that dress is, I think the only two things we learned from that whole thing is that people cannot communicate and people cannot analyze things for themselves anymore in this world, unfortunately. So, please welcome our special guest tonight. It's a special guest every night you watch this. Our special guest, Ibaraki Ben. So please welcome him to the stage. Well, today's guest is live from Japan, as live as it's ever going to get here. Please welcome Ibaraki Ben.
Hello.
How was that for a pronunciation?
That was pretty good.
Right on. Well, Ibaraki Ben, how would you like me to refer to you today on this show?
Just Ben is fine.
All right. Well, Ben, you've got 1,161 subscribers, so congratulations on that, Ben. Your first video was published, 4 months ago on Halloween, I believe.
I think so. I've got a couple of videos that I threw on there ages ago from the PlayStation, but they're totally unedited, and I forgot they were even there. But my first actual edited video is, about 4 months old.
Right on. So tell me, how in 4 months do you get to over 1,000 subscribers? What is your magic? Can you share some of your secret with us?
It's trade secret, but having friends helps. Most of my friends, they've really supported the growth of my channel, so they've kind of been sending out links and sort of like referring people to my page quite a lot. And the best part of it is I live in Japan. I know Japanese people, I know some Korean people, I know American and British, so they've kind of been thrown out on various different outlets, so that's helped.
Sure. Yeah, that's a great tip for you guys. If you're in a country that's really kind of internationalized, you've got various languages going on, it's a great place to start a YouTube channel, especially if you're switching countries and you're going to be living in one place for 6 months, another place for 6 months. It works great for your YouTube channel to kind of drive people from different countries to that speak a common language. Let's see. Your first gaming video was Destiny.
Yeah, I don't think I actually edited that video, but yeah.
Right.
The first one I put on was.
That's right. So tell us, because you're not completely just a gaming channel, what else do you show us on your channel?
Well, we started out just doing games, but I've recently started doing like video blogs, like a weekly blog that I do each Monday. Just detailing events throughout the week, what sort of things have happened, as well as I started doing the idea of like a review on the actual games I've been playing recently, and I'm going to do movies as well and try not to make spoilers and things. I've done a couple of instructable videos about games really, but how to use things in the game, and I'm going to be making some more shortly.
Okay, great, right on. I look forward to some movie reviews. Do you prefer, well, you know what, let me put this more aggressively. Why PlayStation over Xbox?
I had an Xbox before, and it got the red ring of death, and it died.
Uh-oh.
And then I got another one, and it also died. So when I moved to Japan, Xbox games were really expensive, and no one here really uses Xbox. So I thought about changing, and for a birthday present, I got a PlayStation 3, and ever since then, I've stuck to PlayStation.
Okay, all right.
Plus, PlayStation always buys the rights to downloadable content and exclusivity for pretty much everything. So
there's a seller.
That's a bit of a niche as well for buying, especially when you like certain games that PlayStation always buy the rights for the first DLC sort of thing.
Sure. Plus, you got a powerful gaming computer, don't you?
Yeah. Well, I've got 6 computers in my house, but yeah, the one I use for gaming.
6 computers.
Yeah.
So you've supported Microsoft more than enough. In other words,
I think they've had their share of money out of me over the last few decades.
Your first video with actual voice recording was recorded in December 29th. So tell me, making videos while recording your voice, is it now faster to edit and release these videos than when you were just doing text editing? Or is it taking longer?
It's gradually getting faster. I mean, text editing, I'm quite fast at typing, so I don't really have a problem with putting in like subtitles and things. With the video that I've got, that there's Japanese language on there as well. That one, my friend did the translating, and I pretty much just copy and pasted it in, so that took no time at all. But doing it with voice, it's okay, but when you've got friends' voices as well, sometimes they don't line up, and it takes a little bit of time to get them in, and sometimes something's said or a weird sound happens and I need to cut it out, which takes a bit more time. But at the moment, at this stage, because I'm nowhere near like a professional sort of level, but it's getting faster slowly. But
right. Well, I noticed that you're doing both. You're still keeping the text in sometimes, and you're filming with your voice, which I kind of like, because I've been doing with all games with voice from the beginning, but after I started doing that, I was like, should I keep all text out or put it in sometimes? And what I like with your videos is you do film with your voice now, but you'll still put in text in case a moment happened and you didn't notice while you were gaming. And I think that's a great mix.
Yeah, sometimes I think of things after they've happened, kind of like when you've had an argument with somebody, and afterwards you think, God, I wish I'd said that. So maybe something I notice when I'm editing, and I think, oh, I didn't see that. Oh, well, let's bring that up and quickly type some message in there.
Yep. Yeah, so that's a great thing to think about, guys. If you're making gaming videos out there and you're just filming with your voice or a text, I mean, you can mix it up. It's never too late. Let's see. Now, talking about one of your thumbnails, I have a thumbnail of GTA 5 called Fight Club. You know that thumbnail? That video?
Yeah, I remember that video.
Is that you on the thumbnail?
It's a hybrid of me and Tyler Durden from Fight Club.
Okay, you took his hair, didn't you?
Yeah, I took his hair and his shirt.
Took his hair. Nice. And his shirt.
Oh, and his beard as well.
Sorry? Oh, yeah.
And his beard as well. I took everything.
You got a bald chin, don't you?
Yeah, I had a beard up until 2 weeks ago, but I got into a habit of playing with it too much, and it looked like I was thinking all the time.
Right. Well, it's not a bad thing either.
Yeah, I suppose.
I tend to do that. I grew mine out kind of long. I do summer beards now, I guess. Well, it's only been one summer I did it, but it's very annoying to sleep with because your beard curls up and starts getting in your mouth and your nose. And
you've got to explain what a summer beard is. I've never heard of that. I've got summer hair.
I just mean when I'm on my summer break.
I shave my hair off.
Right, because it's hot. See, it's up where I am, it's hot all year, so I can't do things around heat anymore. So I just do, like, when I'm working less in the summer, that's when I grow it out. That's when I let myself loose.
I would have thought, like, in winter you'd have grown it longer for the heat.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. It's revolving around the job, not
okay.
that.
Yeah, I must admit, in summer, my hair is usually like, 4 millimeters long all through summer, because in Japan it's so hot and humid. Too hot for hair.
Right.
Far too hot for hair.
Yeah. All right. Also in that video, you had a censored part in there, looking up a skirt. Was that at all necessary?
I wanted to see if people would actually notice it, because I'm trying to keep my videos fairly PG-13, so yeah, no gratuitous nudity. Also, my friend's a woman. I've got to like give her some sort of dignity.
Yeah, respect. But come on, GTA doesn't show anything under that skirt, do they?
Well, I don't really want to go into it too much because, she watches these videos and she'll probably kill me. But yeah, there was a lot that you could see. Didn't leave much for the imagination.
Wow. Well, I guess good work on the designers of GTA then.
Oh yeah, they must be huge perverts, especially if you go into the strip club and look around there.
Apparently, yeah. Well, I haven't played many of the games yet. I am looking forward to trying out GTA 5 on PC once that comes out.
Yeah, next month.
Yeah, I just like freestyle games like that, running around and kind of doing your thing and then getting back on track when you want.
Yeah, sometimes I kind of have an objective when I'm playing the game, but most of the time it's all random. All
right. Now, recently you did your first vlog after you got a camera. You mentioned that camera in the vlog.
Yeah.
You were a little bit giddy in the vlog. And you mentioned that you were saving up on the beer to get the camera. So were you totally sober in that video?
It depends what you mean by sober. I was kind of going crazy for chocolate at the time because Valentine's Day had just been, and in Japan, like loads of work colleagues gave me chocolate, so I was on a sugar high, I think. But yeah, nice. there's a few, money doesn't grow on trees, got to come from somewhere. So the easiest idea was stop drinking beer, stop snacking, use that money to buy all my equipment. So I got a camera and a few other accessories.
There you go. See, what a sweet guy. What a sweet guy, getting high on chocolate. Look at that. That is... You must be a romantic fellow.
Probably not, no. I don't think that's what anyone would say about me. Usually they call me bastard.
Bastard?
Yeah.
I mean, bastard in Japan.
Yeah. If in a lot of my videos, sometimes it's not been edited in, but my friend often calls me a bastard.
Ah, I see. No, it's a friendly bastard.
Yeah.
Thing. All right. So, are you enjoying the new style of making your videos while talking in front of the camera? You haven't done any gameplays while being on camera, I believe.
Yeah.
But you are starting your vlogs. Are you enjoying that?
Yeah. To be honest, the vlogs are really easy to do because, like, the one I uploaded, a couple of days ago, that one took me, 10 minutes to record, 15 minutes to edit, and then it's online, it's done. The only time-consuming part was uploading the 2 gigabyte file. But, the vlogs are easy. I keep meaning to do an actual gameplay video using the camera, but I'm trying to curb a few habits, as you might say, first. Like picking up something and drinking it, or eating potato chips while playing. So I'm trying to get out of that habit while I play.
When you're filming while gameplay, you gotta be clean. People don't want to hear you cough. They don't want to hear you sneezing.
Yeah.
And if they do, they're gonna troll you fast. So make sure you guys keep it clean.
Yeah, because I was thinking of just being like fairly realistic in the videos, rather than most of these people who have their room set up like a studio. They've got their camera on, they've got their expensive mic with the pop filter and everything all lined up ready. I was thinking more of just, it's more relaxing. I'm doing it for leisure.
Exactly.
Because most of my gameplay videos, I'm doing it just because I'm highlighting some funny moments and sharing it with people.
Right.
So if I'm sitting there eating potato chips, or like in one of my videos I'm editing at the moment, I'm arguing with my friend about what I'm eating, because she's always asking me, what are you eating? What are you eating? And I go, oh, nothing. And she guesses and I just won't tell her. And it's an ongoing kind of thing between us that I'll never tell her what I'm eating. So, add some realism to it, I suppose.
Yeah. Well, plus someday for fun you can film it. You can film exactly what you're eating, or film like you're eating something and replace.
I did. I'm thinking about maybe when I edit that in, I'm gonna kind of censor the food coming up so you can't see it, just to annoy her.
That's a lot of effort put into just trolling her. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, yeah. If I can annoy somebody, through editing, I'm gonna do it.
Let's see what I was gonna say. I forgot. But back to talking about your like or love for beer. I'm starting to think it's sort of a love for beer, because if we look at your logo for Ibaraki Ben, it's not actually a mug with beer. It's a smartphone with a handle on it and the images of beer. So have a close look at it, guys. So that's actually cool. So I was thinking that's actually displaying your love for beer and gadgets and technology. Is that right?
Exactly. Those are my two biggest loves. I love smartphones. I love technology. And, I love my beer as well. I mean, my fridge is pretty much always stocked up with nice beer, and people are always complaining that every few minutes I've got my phone in my hand and they're battering the buttons on there. So, why not make it into a logo? It's pretty much who I am. Yeah. I was beer-drinking techie lover.
I forgot to write it down, but I was going to ask you, so what's your favorite beer?
Wow. Any beer that has the word premium in the name. I usually like Suntory Premium Malts.
Okay.
Or one called Yebis. Which, Yebis, I don't know if you've ever seen the anime Evangelion, but the woman in that, I can't remember her name, but she drinks Yebis beer in that. So
wow, that's a great seller.
If any people outside of Japan have seen Evangelion, they'll know what I'm talking about. I mean, my favorite beers are usually, I really like stout. I love stout and black beer.
Okay. So you like dark beers, right?
Yeah, usually, but I'm fairly easy. I'm not. By the way, I'm not an alcoholic. I'm still practicing. I aim to get there soon.
GTA 5. Your video, GTA 5, 8,000 foot drop and Zentorno explosion.
Yeah.
That video is your most viewed video with, I believe, with over 1,632 views. Well, that's exactly how many, and 15 likes, only 1 dislike. Tell me, what's the magic behind that video? Why did that video get so many views? What do you think?
That one, I think half of it was down to one of my friends. He's quite a gaming nerd, so he often posts these things he's going to do or wants to see on various websites. So he posted a link on there about, can the Cargo Bob helicopter pick up a car with people in it and then drop it, and will the car explode or will they survive? So I'm parachuting down. Basically, I figured, he asked the question, I'm gonna answer it. So along with my friend, I picked her up in the Cargo Bob helicopter, lifted her up to the highest possible point of the map, which being about 8,000 feet, and then dropped her straight off. And she turning and spinning in the car and managed to land the car safely.
Very cool. Well, you fell down with a parachute.
Yeah, I think I
literally fell down. You didn't have a nice landing there.
Yeah, I did. I don't think I lived very long in that one. I think I kind of opened the parachute too late and face planted into concrete.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Cool. So it actually picks that up. It wasn't a height thing. It was actually that you opened it too late.
Yeah, because there's kind of a bit of a recoil on the parachute. If you open up too late, you're still going to hit the floor too hard and you'll probably die.
Right. All right.
Also, I was kind of dipping towards the ground too much that my angle was too harsh.
We're going to get into the more personal side, the side about Ben, not only his channel.
Okay.
That side of the interview. So, tell me, what degree do you hold?
Schooling. Basically, I'm in psychology.
Okay. All right.
Now, I've also got some things in engineering and mechanics as well.
And how many years have you been working in the profession?
God. Maybe 8 years.
Okay.
I think. I don't know. With the living in Japan, things kind of changed. So I think it's about 8 years now.
Okay. All right. So quite experienced. You live in Japan, Ibaraki. Is that right? You live in the?
That's right. Yeah.
Is that a city or a province, or do they have provinces there?
I don't know. In America, you'd call them states. Over here, they're called prefectures. So it's kind of like you might have California states. It's kind of like what we would call Ibaraki Ken.
Okay, I see.
Ken being the prefecture, hence where my name came from for my YouTube channel.
That's right. That's where we get the answer to his name, Ibaraki Ben. Ben lives in Ibaraki. Yeah, simple as that.
I live in Ibaraki. If I use Ken, it means Ibaraki Prefecture. If I use Ben, it means various things in Japanese, but basically just using my name.
Ibaraki. So tell me, living in Japan, you must be somewhat of a fan or quite aware of anime. What is your favorite anime?
Yeah.
If you have one.
Shingeki no Kyojin. Attack on Titan.
All right. Very cool. Have you seen all of it?
The TV show, I've seen everything they've got.
Okay.
The actual manga, I've read most of them. I haven't read the last 3 that are out at the moment yet, because I've been quite busy and haven't really had much time.
Okay.
So I haven't finished it quite yet. But they're still producing it, so the story's not over yet.
Okay, cool. Are you a collector? Do you collect vinyl figures or anything?
No, I don't really collect anything. If I collect vinyl figures, then the vinyl figures collect dust. So, yeah, not really.
Well, you already got that one RoboCop as a gift there on your desk.
Wow, I can't believe that you remembered that. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, next question. So, he's smart, he's in Japan. I guess the ladies want to know, are you single?
No, sorry.
He's not single. Get it out of your minds. Doesn't mean you can't enjoy him and watch him.
Sorry, guys and girls, not for sale.
Not for sale.
Yeah,
all right.
Maybe for the right price.
Living in Japan, are electronics like Sony products, are they actually cheaper there or the same or even more expensive than most of the world?
Well, I mean, it depends on a few things. One of them being exchange rate, because if you come over here from America or, Europe, it depends on the yen transfer rates. So it could work out to be cheaper. However, if you live here and you get a salary here, then they do work out to be cheaper than if you live in your country and buy them in your country. So it's no good saying a tablet computer is 40,000 yen, because if you transfer that over to dollars, that's probably going to be maybe $500, for example.
Mm-hmm.
But if you work out the hourly rate for the average person's salary, it kind of makes a bit more sense. So if you buy if you wanted something for 40,000 yen, you could get a good tablet computer for 40,000 yen,
okay,
then that's probably going to work out to be about 1 week's salary for an average person.
I see.
Or it will maybe 4 days worth if you're in a fairly good job.
40,000 yen is approximately how many dollars? 40,000 yen. Okay.
Maybe about $450, maybe.
Okay, all right. Okay, so we have some kind of understanding of what's going on there. Cool. Okay, so that makes sense.
But salary here is generally higher than in America.
Yeah. Sure. Why is baseball so huge there? And how big is it? You never really hear about it in the rest of the world.
Yeah, because in Europe, we don't have baseball. It doesn't exist. If you speak to a lot of young people in Europe, they probably don't even know what it is. But
right.
Like when I came to Japan, like everyone assumed because I'm British, like, oh, he loves football. But truth being, I don't like football at all. I'm not really into many sports. Generally, the only sports I like is like contact sports, like maybe judo, karate.
Martial arts.
Yeah, I used to do martial arts, so I kind of like watching it. But
Sure. Yeah,
with like
I'm the same way.
With baseball, it's I don't fully understand the rules, but I usually watch like the big seasons because I support Rakuten Eagles, which is based in Sendai, where the huge earthquake we had affected.
Right.
So I kind of follow their team a bit.
Okay.
Yeah, but baseball's pretty good.
All right. See, he's not hating on baseball. He's not hating. In America, baseball players are pretty big earners. They're one of the top athletic earners.
Like footballers in the UK.
Right. So in Japan, do they earn? I mean, it's a much smaller country, but is their earn pretty significant comparing to other?
They can earn quite a lot, but often, like the big players in Japan get scouted and end up going to the major leagues in America. I mean, for example, the team I support, the Rakuten Eagles, their best pitcher, being Tanaka, was scouted to go to America. So he left Rakuten Eagles and went to America to the major leagues. And then you've got Ichiro as well, who, I can't remember who he plays for. I don't know anything about the major leagues, but yeah, he was scouted and he went to America as well.
I see. Yeah, as usual, the dollar's picking up people.
Yeah.
Stealing people.
Exactly. Stealing all the best players from here. It's disgusting.
What is the most complex Japanese sentence you can say?
It's actually a train station name. Nagayama. Screwed that up already. Nagayama Otaka no Mori.
Beautiful. Say it again.
Nagayama Otaka no Mori.
All right, let's put that in a song. And what is that? Just the name, or does that have any meaning?
It's the name of a train station that's near my house.
All right. I noticed in your video you have a very well-behaved parakeet. Is that a parakeet?
Parakeet.
The bird.
Oh, budgies. Yeah, sorry. American English.
Oh, that's the same thing.
Yeah, no, budgies. Yeah, I've got 4 little budgies. So.
Oh, what colors are they?
One of them is like blue and green. The other one is blue, black and white. Another one is pure white. And the other one is green and yellow.
Awesome. Colorful world. Tell me, do you have any other pets in your house?
No, just them.
Okay, so the 4 parakeets. Let's see, are they sleeping at this time?
I hope they are. No, probably not just yet. They're probably resting, waiting to go to bed. So I have to go and put them in their cage. They'll be like zombies, really tired.
Right.
Because they've got their own tree in like my room. So I'll have to go in, sort of finger up to them. They jump on the finger, and then I have to lower them into their cage.
Oh, so sweet. So they're pretty tamed, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, 3 of them are fine, but one of them, he's a bit crazy. He's scared of everything. So if I put my hand near him for him to step on it, he's not gonna step on it. He's gonna like freak out and just fly away. Generally, if I position my arms in certain ways, I can guide him.
There's one in every family. Now, listening to your accent, I sort of picked up a little bit of an Irish tone to it. Very soft. Are you from a part of Britain that's near Ireland, or am I way off? I don't know these things too well. Just curious.
My accent's a bit mixed. My family is very odd. We got some family like from Ireland, some are from Bristol, where they talk kind of like coal miners. I've got family that like originate from Germany, Devon, Cornwall, London, and Scotland. So I can mimic accents,
Awesome.
but my accent's kind of a bit mixed. But mostly it's southern.
Which one of those accents would you say is your favorite? Kind of just to listen to a mimic.
Maybe Scottish, because I like the swearing aspect of Scottish and how I can sound really stingy.
Boy. Yeah, that's actually one of my favorites too, and especially after watching, Highlander and all that stuff, and
yeah,
William Wallace, you really get into the Scottish theme.
Yeah. I remember going to Scotland. There was a really funny show I watched, and the guy made a really good point. So I'm actually going to be copying him here, but he said, Scottish people are not rude; they're just really honest to the point that it's considered as rude. So he said, I'm going to get a taxi, and I knocked on the window, and the guy rolled down the window, and he goes, "Are you a taxi?" He goes, "No, I am driving a taxi." And I just thought, that could be considered rude or just a literal thing that he's saying, but that kind of, I like that.
I like it because it always sounds like even when you watch the movie Brave, it always sounds like what's the word I'm looking for here? Like they're always the victim of things. Like everything they're saying, it's like victimized,
Yeah.
And it actually does sound innocent in a way.
Yeah. I mean, I found when I went there, like, words like fuck are in their common language.
Right.
It's hilarious. I remember having an old lady going, "Can you move out the fucking way?" It's like, "Ooh, sorry." Like 63-year-old lady telling me to move like
yes,
that.
Mother. I'm sure Ireland's pretty similar.
Oh, yeah. Only you can't understand them. My God, the accent can be so hard.
Right. I was thinking that if I ever have an Irish YouTuber, I want them to sing at least a verse out of What Would You Do with a Drunken Sailor?
Yeah.
So
that would be great.
Yes, I need that done from a real Irish person.
You would really have to have a whole video just for that, I think.
I would definitely clip it out and yeah.
Yeah, you're going to have to rehash it somehow, because 1 minute just won't be enough. It's got to be at least 4 minutes, I think.
Yeah, we do the whole song. Put some music in the background.
Yeah, I think so.
People start clapping, our fake audience.
Making dance, flicking a handkerchief, that would be perfect.
Very cool. Yep, I'm looking forward to that someday. Tell me, why do you not like, or could I say hate, UK? And why would you choose Japan? Why did you choose Japan over it?
Well, it's probably a bit strong for me to say I hate the UK, but for me, I find the UK's more. Everything is just so costly. It's like tax is really high, but just buying anything is ridiculously expensive, and the balance between what your salary is and how much things cost, they don't meet anywhere on a reasonable level. Also, everything in England was just so inconvenient, especially where I live, because I live kind of in the country, where I have to wait about 1 hour for every single bus or train. If I miss it, I've got to wait another hour. Buses are usually late. They're never on time. Trains are usually late. If it's heavy rain day, the trains are probably cancelled. So when I visited Japan, I loved the fact that everything was just so quick and convenient here. I go to 7-Eleven. In my country, a convenience store opens at about 7 in the morning, close at 10 p.m. I come over here, all of them are 24-hour.
Wow.
They've all got a toilet inside, so if you're walking back and you're a little bit tipsy or something, you can stop by, go to the toilet, grab yourself a coffee, and keep walking.
Yeah. Oh, that's
and
great.
They do like fresh hot food in there as well. So it's amazing, especially if you're busy and you're on the go.
Wow, so Japan sounds lovely. It sounds like clockwork.
Yeah, it is. It's ridiculous. They announce at train stations the train is going to be 1 minute late. It's like in England, the train could be 15 minutes late and they still won't be making an announcement. The sign will just change to delayed. But they're just so apologetic for the smallest inconvenience. I kind of like the service industry here. I don't wait in restaurants. Everything's really fast and smooth operated.
Sure.
I've never had a problem with anything I've ever had.
And they're so polite, the service there.
Yeah. Service here is absolutely amazing. It's like you go to a restaurant in England, they ignore you for 10 minutes, then they come over and take a drink order, then it takes a long time for them to actually get the drink. Then you've got to sit there and do that horrible, annoying sort of like moving around and trying to wave to get their attention because nobody wants to shout like, "Oi, come here," or "Excuse me." But yeah, it's a bit annoying. But over here, it's like you only have to make eye contact and they're coming over.
Yep.
So many times I'm like, "Oh no, sorry, I was just looking at you."
Yep. Yeah, it feels good. It feels good to get that kind of, I don't know, just to be in that kind of society and culture, in general, day to day.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I haven't been back to England in a long time, and to be honest, I don't really think I'll bother going.
How many years has it been?
I've been here nearly 5 years. It'll be 5 years by November.
Okay.
But yeah, the only thing I miss is British sausages, British bacon. Oh, I'm sorry. British sausages,
it's all right.
British bacon, and
talking about sausages.
Yeah. And nice.
Well, yeah, and all that European stuff that gets across the border there.
Yeah. I mean, we get things here, but they're obviously changed to suit Japanese flavor. So it's like for example, spaghetti bolognese. I don't know if that's what you might call it in America.
Sure.
I have no idea. Yeah? Oh, okay. Over here, it's just called spaghetti and meat sauce. But over here, if you go to some restaurants, they serve it with like an egg. It just doesn't make sense.
Well, you know what they do here?
Japanese people love eggs.
Which I find absolutely disgusting. They put mayonnaise on it.
Mayonnaise?
Yes, like mayonnaise it's American, so it must be good. So they just put it wherever. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's disgusting. The only way I stand mayonnaise is usually just on a turkey sandwich. That's it for me in mayonnaise usually.
I don't really eat mayonnaise at all.
Yeah.
Wow, that would crush me. Yeah, I'll have a bolognese. Yeah, some nice Italian food. What the f*** is this mayonnaise doing?
Yeah. Imagine what it would do to an Italian. It's over.
Yeah. However, the most interesting foreign equivalent I've had is probably seafood pizza. That was pretty weird.
I just had some today, and...
Really?
Yep.
What do you think?
I didn't like it before. It depends who makes it. Because if they do it in a seafood style that's more related to their culture here, it tastes bad. But if they try to relate the tastes of seafood and shrimp with that kind of buttery touch that you would have with shrimp, but mix that with the cheese and the pizza, it has a whole different appeal to it, and it could be pretty decent. So it just depends. I mean,
over here we get like mussels and shrimp and squid rings on it, so it kind of has a salty flavour to it, which when you add that with tomato and cheese and some herbs as well, it's a bit weird.
Yeah.
But I don't mind it. I mean, I like sushi, I like fish, but combining it with pizza is for me it's a bit wrong. I'm not sure.
Right.
And mayonnaise, they put mayonnaise on it as well.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, mayonnaise on pizza.
What I always tell people here is, if you want to try pizza for the first time, try a real pizza, how it should be, like pepperoni or meatball or some vegetables on it. Don't go from your traditional food and think, "Ooh, I'm going to try American food," and then do some weird pizza just because it relates to your country, because it might just taste really weird. Try the original flavor. If you like it, then go to something that's a bit more related, more correlated with your country, because traditionally there were no seafood pizzas as far as I'm concerned.
But then it is kind of difficult to find the original, especially when you live in Asia, because I mean, you must know what it's like. If you want something like something as simple as a hamburger, there's going to be something Asian about it. It's like when I go to from England, I absolutely love the bacon cheeseburger, which is basically you got the burger meat, you got bacon, you got cheese, you got like a big slice of tomato and lettuce in it with a nice bun.
Yep.
But over here, it's like they throw in extra sauce and they throw in other stuff, and it's kind of weird. It doesn't taste quite right.
Sure. Like here they'll make hot dogs, but they put a bunch of some sweet stuff all over it.
Yeah. Chutney or something like that.
It's like a Chinese hot dog now or something.
No, thank you.
All right, now I want to do something that I officially named, well, just for this show. I named it British Talk Test. The British Talk Test.
Okay.
I'm going to say a word in English. I'm an asshole. No.
You said it, not I didn't. Yeah.
I'm going to say a word with the kind of more Americanized English, and I want you to just say it naturally with your English. And let's see just how British you still are. All right? Ready?
Fingers crossed.
Okay.
Do I get a prize?
Your prize is...
Dignity.
There you go.
I need dignity.
There you go.
Thank you.
Actually, I don't even know how you'll win, but, you know, we'll be happy either way.
I'll judge it. I'm British.
Okay. First one. Vitamin.
Vitamin.
Aluminum.
Aluminium.
Nice. Yes, he's playing it perfectly. Privacy.
Privacy.
Hey, nice. All right. I see what you're trying to do here. Ate. Such as I ate a sandwich.
8.
Okay.
Like the number 8 as well.
Yeah, I didn't think that would be different. This is actually, I found this list somewhere. Garage, where you would put your car.
Garage.
Water.
Oh, water.
Beautiful. So classy. Mobile phone.
Mobile phone.
Okay, or mobile, sorry. I guess American would be mobile. See, I'm not really
I find Americans usually say cell phone.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe it's changed, I don't know.
Automobile, I don't know. Advertisement.
Advertisement.
Oh, you don't say advertisement or something like that?
Depends on the region in England.
Right. Last one, herb.
Herb.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
I would definitely agree with you on that one. I like to say herb, but can't when you're in America.
Yeah.
Not if I'm doing everything else like that.
Other American words like tomato, car. Mm-hmm. Generally, British is a bit shorter in pronunciation. We kind of cut the word short.
Right. This part of the interview is a repeated part that contains questions that all interviewees are asked in these first interviews on the show. So, here we go. What's next for you and your channel?
I'm hoping to expand some ideas. Rather than just doing gameplay videos, I want to open up the idea of doing maybe some more like vlogs, maybe doing short reviews. Although I have no idea how to do blogs and reviews, I'm just kind of jumping in head first without any knowledge in it whatsoever. But I want to do that. Maybe some instructable videos, but in Japan they have a lot of crazy events and places that you can go. So I'd like to try and film some of them and
that'd be fun.
Yeah, kind of vlog around it because go
to some Comic-Con cosplay.
Yeah, I mean cosplay is a big thing over here, especially if you go to like Akihabara because they have like maid cafes where you get these women in the street standing there in a maid costume beckoning in all of the men there like, oh, come in, join us in the maid cafe, and they get surrounded by all these people with all these like bags filled with their technology and gadgets that they've bought.
Oh, that is cool. They
kind
awesome.
of prey on, like nerds in Japanese is otaku, so they kind of prey on the otaku. Like, oh look, there's some nerds. They'll come in, and they're like, oh, pretty woman cosplay.
Right. Yeah. What's the fashion called? I forgot. Harajuku. Right. Harajuku.
Yeah.
They'd be another victim.
Yeah.
I like Harajuku just because of its variety, too. You got the really crazy gothic to the really innocent doll.
Yeah, the subcultures are quite mad. Like, I remember I was on the train last week and I saw this middle-aged woman dressed up as, I don't know what. It looked like she was wearing like a red gingham check dress. She had her hair in pigtails, white stockings, red shoes. I don't know what she was trying to be, but she just looked crazy.
Yeah, I love that stuff. That is pretty cool. Sometimes it just totally looks messed up and mismatched, but sometimes they do pretty amazing stuff with their outfits.
Yeah.
Okay, the next question. I decided I'm going to change this up a little bit for my Google most asked question. So in this interview, the most asked question on Google, I'm going to say is, why do men have nipples? What is your answer?
I believe that men have nipples because... I have no f***ing idea. Men have nipples because some people like to be transgender, or some people touch themselves and they need something, or in the cold you can hang stuff on them.
Extrasensory pleasure points on your body. That's what it's all about.
That sounds better than what I said. I'm going to go with that. Can we edit that so I said
it? If you want, go ahead. You can say it now and I'll edit it.
I will give you that.
Let's see. I'm going to give you now some questions. I believe these are 10 questions, and just try to answer them all except for the last one. You'll see why. But answer them kind of just quickly with whatever pops into your head. Okay, are you ready?
Even if it's completely unrelated?
Yes, even so.
All right, okay.
All right, here we go. What inspires you?
Other people seeing and commenting on what anyone does.
Awesome. There you go. What is your favorite word?
Retard. Watch my videos, you'll see.
Yeah, I saw you trolling your friend there. And even in the comments, it's spread out.
Yes.
But she played along very nicely. Very cool. What would you love to be?
Profession, probably like movie special effects. I'd really like to get into that kind of thing, but...
Awesome.
Takes a long time to learn, I think.
Yeah. You may know as, I create 3D models of monsters. The one thing I've always wanted to do is be in the movie industry as a monster creator, creating the outfits, the masks, the entire, designs. I think that'd be amazing.
Yeah, I've always wanted to do special effects like kind of things where in movies before CGI, where, they like if you get cuts on the skin, you're there kind of like crafting the skin and things like that. I've always wanted to do that kind of stuff when I was a kid, but never got the opportunity.
And, it's not dead yet, and it probably never will. Like with the Walking Dead series, I mean, there's a lot of CGI, but there's still a ton of makeup work going on.
Yeah. I mean, CGI is good, but it can never really replace, the sort of old school style, making it realistic.
What grosses you out?
Insects and bugs.
What do you love to hear in the morning?
My birds chirping.
What do you love to hear at night before going to sleep?
Some kind of white noise, like my air purifier.
Okay. What scares you?
Falling. I don't like heights.
Okay. What animal would you love to be?
Maybe a parrot.
Okay. Intelligent, large bird. Where would you love to live? If you could live anywhere in the world.
It's either going to be Hawaii or Okinawa.
Okay. Well, you're close to one of them.
Yeah.
What excites you most?
Oh, Jesus, I can't say that. Breasts, but technology and gadgets.
Okay, or robot breasts.
That would be awesome, but they have to have the texture of real ones. If they're metallic, no.
All right. Well, they are working on that slowly and surely, and definitely in Japan. That would be the first place where you'd see that.
Why do you think I'm here?
We have found the secret behind his travels. Do you have any other channels?
YouTube channels? No.
Okay. What is your most asked fan or follower question? like below your YouTube channel, below your videos, for example.
Wow.
That is, if you have one.
Not really, no. People don't usually ask questions, really. They're usually random comments, or I think the only question that I've had maybe more than once is probably somebody asking me, where are you from?
Right.
Your accent's kind of funny. Where are you from? British. Where? The little island.
You make him sound like a Southern American.
Yeah, I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to get in trouble for saying hillbilly. But,
Yeah, me neither. Me neither. Staying safe here. All right, let's see here. Now I'm going to go into a section called YouTube Guilts. Tell me.
Guilt.
That's right, YouTube Guilts. We all may have them. Have you ever bought subscribers or likes?
No. I wasn't aware that people even do that until recently, when I suddenly got somebody posting like a Facebook group, buy likes and subscribes here.
Right.
I was like, huh? Why would you buy them? They're not real.
Yeah, exactly. And they'll probably get you blocked after a while, so.
Oh, yeah, because when I researched into it, like why people do it, so many people were saying, the views, all it is like an automated system. So for me, like buying them, if people are going to be watching my videos, I'm happy about that. But if it's just going to be a bot just randomly watching 2 or 3 minutes of a video to increase view count, that's not a real view. That's like 0. I would be happier to have 60 views than 1,000 fake views.
That's right. I mean, in the end, you are doing it for yourself, and you can't cheat yourself. So they're on the same level of the sub for sub thing. I don't care for sub for sub, because if somebody's subscribing to so many channels, they're not watching any of them. They don't care. And whatever I'm subscribed to, I do watch. So, and I do respect that channel.
Usually, like the sub for sub like groups, usually I only post in there view for view, because I love watching YouTube videos, and I often bookmark them and watch them later. But generally, when people say sub for sub, I usually just all right, no thank you on that, and usually instead I'll just like do view for view. You watch my video, I'll watch yours, and then we give each other some feedback.
Right, and you never know what you'll find in that way. That's a great way of meeting new people.
I mean, if anyone want to give me feedback on my videos, what they want to see more of, anything they don't like, or any ideas or recommendations, I'm more than happy to receive them.
Have you ever trolled anyone?
In what kind of way?
I guess you do troll your friends in video games. That's pretty normal. I guess I would say in the YouTube atmosphere sort of way, through comments and videos, stuff like that.
Comments. A long time ago, there was one YouTuber, and a friend of mine posted like his link and said, have a look at this video. The guy's doing like some crazy GTA stunts in it, and I watched it, and the guy was just screaming constantly.
Right.
He's actually quite famous now, but I saw his.
Hope you're not talking about PewDiePie.
No.
Okay.
No, was it Quebble Cop?
Okay.
He makes like lots of stunting videos and things with his friends.
I see.
And he was constantly like shouting into the microphone, and I was having to keep turning my volume down and up and down to mix with game sound and his voice, and it got really annoying. So I think I posted something like, this would be more watchable if you weren't screaming so much, or could reduce your mic volume. And I watched a couple of his videos and I couldn't cope with it. I understand some people would like that.
Yeah.
But for me, it's like, I don't want to be one of these YouTube people that's just going to be screaming constantly and shouting into a mic, especially as I record at night. I can't really be shouting because, I've got pets and people in the house sleeping.
Exactly. I even made a comment like that in one of my videos, is I think my Alien Isolation video, where I was saying that I don't want to be one of these annoying YouTube gamers, because a lot of the biggest YouTube gamers you see, they're actually pretty annoying. They really talk a lot. They scream, and it's to the point where it's not funny anymore. They're trying too much. They're putting too much energy in the wrong area.
Yeah, because I often find when I'm like, if you watch videos like, for example, PewDiePie, I like his videos. They're pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
But he's got very good public speaking manner. He can speak really well, and he can keep the flow going.
Yeah.
But I find that his videos are a little too artificial. It's like they're set up purely for that style of entertainment or for the plan that he's made.
Right.
Whether, like in my videos, it's just random segments of my videos that I've just pieced together, or I've decided, like with my friends that I'm playing with, let's like see how many stores we can rob today, and then I'll just take the highlights from it.
Right.
But
I don't
really record anything alone. Usually I'm with my friends.
Right.
If I record alone, I always run out of things to say. Don't know what to say, and there's that awkward silence.
I even saw in your comments, one of your watchers commented that he likes you because you actually don't scream and you're not annoying in your videos. So there's a certain,
That's
group of people that actually like that, and that's a good thing. So not everybody's crazy on the internet. Finally,
I find it hard to believe that, but the amount of people I've seen.
Let's see. Finally, what advice would you offer beginning YouTubers?
Don't make your videos too long. My first like fully edited video was about 18 minutes. That video got it's been stuck on 301 views since I uploaded it. It got 128 views in the first couple of days, but then a week later it got to 299. I was getting quite excited, thinking, wow, this is the best video I've uploaded. Then it got to 301 and it got stuck there, and I thought, why is it not moving? And I didn't know what was happening.
Right.
So when I checked it, I asked a friend who's a bit more experienced on YouTube than me, and he said, it's because YouTube are verifying what are real views, because if somebody views it for 30 seconds, it doesn't really count after the 301 mark.
That's right.
So he told me about how to use analytics. So I had a look on there, and it turned out that most people had watched well under half of the video. It's 18 minutes. The average view time on it was about 4 minutes.
Wow.
So most of the views didn't count, and the actual recorded views was still at 130.
Wow.
Yeah. So don't make when you're starting out. If you make really long videos, if people don't know you or they don't have many views, I don't think many people are going to watch the full video. They're going to watch the first couple of minutes, and if the first couple of minutes don't catch them, they're going to quickly change to something else. So
that's right.
I've generally been making all my videos trying to keep them under 10 minutes.
Right. That's good advice, especially for people that are just starting out.
Yeah, because you might make a great video that's 20 minutes long, but I guarantee you most people will not watch half of it. Unless it's really, really good. Most people will look at it, see the 20 minutes, see that it's only got 20 views, and just think, nah.
Yeah.
They'll go for something that's got a few thousand views or a few million.
Yep. And remember, guys, YouTube gaming has been going around, or gaming on YouTube has been going around for a while. So it's very competitive. If you're just going to sit there and play a game, anybody can do that. Anybody can record their video, play for 2 hours, and upload it. The whole point is bringing out something new, and that can take a lot of effort, a lot of work, and a lot of brainstorming. So don't go the easy route. It doesn't work anymore. What would you say you like most about YouTubing?
Probably feedback. I don't get many comments. The only comments I've been getting recently is people trolling their own pages and channels on them, in the comments. Those I pretty much just delete. I don't want other people advertising on my page, and I don't advertise on theirs, so sure. Like for like. But yeah, I like to get feedback. It's like a few of my friends have kind of posted on my Facebook page and in a group that I own. They've like posted some ideas for things they'd like to see in future videos, but recently time is really restricted. It's like if I make one 10-minute video, it probably takes me about 4 or 5 hours to edit it.
Yes.
And I don't. If I want to play games with my friends, then I have to sacrifice editing. If I want to edit, I have to sacrifice playing games with my friends. So time is just not enough.
That's right. I think that's a daily realization now as YouTubers are showing up on YouTube. They're realizing that actually being a professional YouTuber is hard work. People think you're just playing games. Yeah, you're playing games maybe 20-50% of the time if you're lucky, if you're doing things that way. But other than that, you're going to be working a lot of editing. You got to get used to it, and your growth is going to be really slow now.
Yeah, because I mean, like the last video I edited, it's like I use the game capture card. So I recorded about 4 hours of gaming. I used 9 minutes of that footage, going through the footage, cutting it and trying to get it to have a flow, as well as editing out annoying sound effects. Like I think I coughed a couple of times and I wanted to get the cough out of the video, and then trying to add in a few effects here and there. It took me about 6 hours just to edit a 9-minute video. So
that's how it is.
For people who do it like full time, you know, people like like PewDiePie, for example, and like people like Kwebbelkop, and there's Jelly as well. They get like 2 videos online every day. I mean, that's got to take a lot of effort.
Right. Yeah. No, they stay pretty busy, and you got to believe them when they talk about it. They're not just guys making a lot of money complaining about something small. I mean, they are working on it. You know, you got to keep a steady flow of uploads and all that. This show itself is going to take, I'd say, about 10 times, or at least 10 times longer to edit than as long as you'll see it once it's uploaded. So that's real.
About an hour. It must take at least 7 or 8 hours to edit it, especially with your set and everything. It'll take a long time.
All right, for our final message, what would you like to leave your followers, fans, and friends with?
Followers, fans, and friends, thank you very much for watching my videos, and especially my friends for supporting my channel, sharing my links. Is it okay to name drop?
Yes, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Especially thanks to my friends Fantasia, Erica, Yuma, Junichi, Saito, somebody else as well. I've really forgotten. I'm sorry, but yeah, you've helped out a lot. You've really sort of extended the growth of my channel. Thank you very much. But also thanks very much to the fans and viewers for watching my videos. And please comment, because the only way my videos are going to get any better is if I get some feedback from you guys. So,
that's right.
Yeah, please continue watching and please comment.
Awesome. Well, I am subscribed to you. As always, I'll be watching your progress.
Yeah, I will be stalking you on the internet, don't worry.
And hopefully someday you'll be back on the show and we can get deeper into other things.
Yeah, that sounds dirty, but I'm up for it.
Here's my digital handshake to you, sir.
And you.
And, well, there you have it, guys. That has been Ibaraki Ben. As you see, an awesome guy. If you're interested in Japan, he'll be doing some reviews possibly on events going on there. He's going to continue his gameplays. He's an interesting guy, really interesting, really fun to talk with. And remember, if you want to be on the show, let us know down below. We're looking for people that are themselves. That's what we're looking for. People that are themselves on camera. They're having fun. Their fans are loving them. They're loving them. And that's who we want to talk to and with in this show. So until next time, have a good night or day wherever you are.
Goodbye.
Awesome.
Subscribe and comment down below, and maybe you can be on our next show. Be sure to check out Arthur Kidawa's gameplays, monsters, and other work.
Your door opened, ghosts.
Hold on, I'm looking over this question I wrote down, and I don't understand it.
What language did you use, man?
Clusterfuck of a language. Let's see. First vid did increase editing time text. It's like my mind changes after I start recording. My perception.
Yeah, I have no idea where I'm supposed to be looking, so I'm trying to look in one direction all the time.
Yeah, just keep that one, whatever it is.
I'm looking at a fan at the moment in a plastic bag because it's winter. That's you at the moment.
Well, guys, there you have it. That has been... Hold on, brain fart. Brain fart at the worst moment. We're looking for people that are, well...
Not weird.
I'm not doing that all over again. I'm going to have to cut it in the weird area to include you in. So I'm hoping you're going to look all right.
Or something?
What the hell was I saying?